But what is peculiar about the Nigerian scenario is that a lot of the times it devolves into fights, like full on. I'll punch you and then they punch you. You know how some Nigerians are? They make it say, I will punch next time punch you. That's how it gets to. You have to ask yourself, if the security outfits, the security personnel, members of the security, not all of them, some of them, right? You have to ask if some of these individuals, right, who have uniforms, who wear uniforms, who bear the responsibility of securing lives and property, can't work together, right, and leave personal differences aside. How can they actually be full at their jobs? If you remember months ago, about two months ago, if I'm not mistaken, if you remember, where the battle former CBN talk about, was really legal, right? Right, you to kill the prisoner group, right? The Corona Center, I don't know. Remember, they started fight with the DSS. We've seen DSS and some exchange fight. We've seen fighting NSCC. There's a lot of jumbling and jambling all over the place. And my question this morning, ladies and gentlemen, is this: why? That's why. Once again, I understand personal egos. I might be a major, I might be a CP or whatever. I might come to a place. I want to get out and say, you can't. I know for all of these groups, whether it's the army, I'm talking about military generals, so army, navy, air force, they are very clear guidelines to their operations, where they operate, and more importantly, how they operate. Very clear guidelines. The same thing for the Nigerian police. I know that. So I'm curious, why do these, in quotes, personnel clash? Why do they forget? And funny enough, what is embarrassing, I don't know about you, but for a lot of Nigerians who have been commenting about this over the past few weeks now, what's very embarrassing is that some of these clashes occur when these people are still wearing their uniform. They are wearing the uniforms that represent their groups, but more importantly, they represent Nigeria. You see the green and white on the shoulder. The policeman is carrying the soldier. The soldiers, they are going to beat the police here. There's some group of policemen, they were there. They slap one soldier. Then the soldier goes back, calls his posse. His posse comes back. And what sort of tomfoolery is all of this? Really? And then, very recently, remember the story, some Air Force dudes, was it Navy dudes now, who tried to, cause some problems at the EFCC office. Some of their members who had been arrested on suspicion, just suspicion, and then to cause problem, bug the place. Yes, they wanted to, show their muscles. Why? Oh, why?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Stimulating and insightful conversations. Hello, Port Harcourt. 92.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
So 017-923-0002, 017-923-0007, 017-923-0007, on Facebook and on X. My question this lovely, jolly morning is this: what exactly is the reason that some city personnel clash with each other? Sorry, good morning to you.
Thank you for this discourse. It all narrows things, and it's clear that the systems are not truly working. You can also narrow it down to act of illiteracy and poverty.
Illiteracy?
Yes, which you cannot exonerate. You just cited a case from where the people are educated enough and know the consequences of putting on the uniform as a security person for their country. You saw what happened. They know their territory of operation. They know their need. Police, internal matters. military, army, and the rest, external aggressions. If it's an external matter and the American police is found in Afghanistan or is found in Israel today or in Ukraine, the American army in Israel or in Ukraine would arrest that police. Bring him back to America for further prosecution and investigation. Now it is the army in their soil. The police is in charge. Do you know that here in Port Harcourt, if, for instance, somebody close to you have an issue with the police, and you are a policeman or you have a friend that is a police, you take this person to that particular police station, maybe just to ease the process. Do you know there will be a clash between the two policemen?
So why?
You that came in.
Why then?
It's poverty.
Really?
Poverty and corruption. You know why? Because the shopping when we get from that case now, you can't use the name of colleagues in the same service to
okay. George, is it poverty that is making them fight themselves? According to the previous caller?
I do not agree with the fact that it's poverty.
Okay, George.
I'm a trained merchant Navy personnel.
Okay.
And we are trained by the Nigerian Navy themselves. And one thing that is common that we look up to is the eagle that binds all of us. Now, when you look at any of the armed forces, paramilitary or not, the eagle, it is the eagle that unites us as a nation. It is also the eagle that binds you and I. You see the super eagles go out. They don't go out as a nation of now they are not their descriptions are not defined. Like people defense going out bunkering. Now I'm all after bunkering. Also about the activity different units after bunkering. In both bunkers there be a type of food. Or civil defense are looking to come and hijack it into fight. For the same time they are fighting.
I see.
Now, police go out there and all they have enforcing the law. They have interest in making money for their own self. So all this you see, I would say it's more political. It's more of personal interest. Who goes with the money? If they finally arrest somebody, police arrest somebody with drugs, and NDLA comes to carry the person, police say no, now we arrest her. Who is supposed to be the one fighting the crime of drugs?
Mary, do you think is the description that is the problem here? These security personnel don't know exactly where they should start and stop.
Yeah, I think that is one of the reasons. But also, I think one other reason is orientation. The armed forces need to be reorientated as to their civic responsibilities. This clash is mostly between the police and the army, the police and the navy, the police and the maybe air force. They don't see the army don't see police as part of the armed forces. Of course, they are not. They see them as civilians. It's due to lack of orientation. You know, I have a son. I went to Nigerian Military School at his age 11. So he came back after his first year and attended the wedding, program. And then policemen, guarding the place.
So sorry, Ngeri,
my son was in their uniform.
I'm sorry, Ngeri, we have to go on the break, please. Do bear with us, please. 6416. All right, 80306416. Nigeria Info page is on Facebook and X at Nigeria Info. On that is why you see them have swap every now and then. It's not now and then. It's becoming a little more frequent than every now and then. In fact, in some scenarios, if you walk out, right, you probably have, police officers, group who have been commenting, putting the other group down. Once again, I have to ask, why? Like callers we say, so they share symbol, they are meant as a way united the symbol on the same app. So okay, egos, but you get to the point where you forget, and then you're still wearing your uniform and you fight. Gabriel is speaking to us from room. Gabriel, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning to you, please.
They have the impact. They have people that are the security. So for people in Nigeria, when the church was right,
that was very bad. Mr. Gabriel should review the city architecture. It's not your buzz.
My father is like now. When you come to the culture of all the states. Why the police yes, police to work in it. Yes, is the head of the country. But the way they keep themselves, people take advantage over them. These policemen are put on black and black. Policemen, the fellow policemen, ask them after why don't want the local? They envy each other.
Envy, you say?
No synergy between them. So we see that when it's not in America, so you say in America, a policeman will tell an army man to kneel down. Yes, but the policeman is ahead of that man in terms of internal security. But there, you have to hate police don't come out to the position. You're working in Nigeria, you're working to the FM, you're working in AI. We are all media position. And is it more that we hate each other?
I see the point.
Police, sometimes you hate and they come and discuss things with you. The police cannot do that. The security police cannot do that. One of the orientation they have, they don't like each other. That's why you're seeing the thing. If policeman or somebody take to the station, the army man has to go and release that to be forced in this. No. And they don't have to, the security head don't want to come and tell me the truth. The police are them. They don't come to right. They are right by doing all kind of things. So, no, civil defense will not say the policeman. Even which the civil defense is on board, which the EFCC come to board, which is some police apparatus. Police they all tell you the truth.
This is kind of the I noticed WhatsApp 80930641609306416. Martin, as to your discussion of the Amsterdam personnel at the EFCC office, I believe it is because of long years of military rule. Lots of these military officers need to be educated that they need to be under the constitution of the country. Police is for internal security, and every other security agencies, be it paramilitary, unfortunately, lots of these security personnel don't know their constitutional roles. Lots of the security personnel don't know their functions. Now, I think there needs to be slots of orientations to understand this. It is unfortunate, but I think the senior officers understand these things better. This issue, mostly within the rank and file of the various agencies. Martin, with that comment. Good luck. Speak to us from Anthony. Good luck. Good morning to you, please. Good luck.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Good morning, please. Welcome.
To me, I think one is envy. Like the envy shoulder, they like themselves. And secondly, it's orientation. Please, during their training, they should be able to let them know that all of them are one. Because I always come across police people, like have some of them who are members of my family, always saying that this is civilian, it's not street government, so as in they are people in charge, they are people in power. But the truth is, if we should leave the whole security work in this country for the police alone, they can't do it.
True.
All of them should understand that they work together to bring about the peace and security of this country. So one should not esteem himself higher than the other. That is the problem we are having. And then secondly, I think because of monetary issues is another thing. You know, they want to see themselves being in charge so that they can take control of everything, especially the issue of bunkering and the rest. So I think they need proper orientation and they should call themselves together. See, they are of the video.
From Good Luck Andy. Let's add Nigeria. In PH is where you find us. I always says it's not lack of synergy. So why is that synergy? Please say, oh, it's lack of synergy. Like, what is that synergy and why is that COVID? Maybe the call for happen. Maybe since you know the role, but tell that because individual who is bringing any other uniform, whether it's the Navy, whether it's the Air Force or the Army or the NSCC, are going to do some rudimentary training of all things mentioned. Is what that are you going to do as a officer or as an NSCC officer or as a sergeant in the everybody should know that very not the same as when you give individuals, when you get them into traffic monitoring teams, the last miles, the mamas, sorry, what's that when you get all those in those groups, I like to believe that on the very first day of their training, right? How to be a traffic officer 101, first day, Monday. Hello, how are you? Your job as a traffic officer is to do ABC. It should have been mentioned to these individuals to know that as a soldier, this is what is expected of you. This is what you are going to be given as a task. This is what you should respond to and not respond to. So when they don't know their constitutional roles, I'm curious. I'm curious because whether or not the person has a tertiary of education or not, they should have told him or her, as you come into this system, your job is to open the door. Your job is to control traffic. Your job is to make sure the pipeline is secure. Your job is to protect the territorial integrity of this great nation, Nigeria. Sefini. End of story. God Day Temer says the armies, the army and police, they lack respect they lack respect. They do their job for love of money. Since even Ospak is better than do you blame him or her? God sounds like a male name, right? Do you blame him or her? Thinking that way. Where you have security agencies at log, and sometimes, if we're honest, right, some of the reasons these people have force, right, involved in squabbles, right, are just downright embarrassing. Remember the video? If you don't, I do. Remember there was a video that depicted a soldier and the police are fighting along the Benin Port Harcourt Expressway, Benin Warrior Express. I don't know if you remember. Okay, if you don't, okay, remember it. They literally they dropped guns and they were at each other. And then there's the other one somewhere close to, was it Shagamu or Ore? Just somebody who was there, right? Like, you have to be on. And you know to flee along the road. What guys? And people are looking. You're now, and you're military personnel, military, or even the group. After you should be embarrassed that the people are making. I have dogs, right? Two dogs, and then two dogs are thinking about trying to drink you. You probably, what's wrong with this people? This dog, I mean, sorry. But yeah, that's how Nigerians feel. But that's true. Or the police make proper awareness is needed, and I think he should to why should or why shouldn't react as a police or as a military personnel. Which of there. Remember years ago, was that during Yar'Adua or Jonathan's 10? You were saying, send the police. But not trained. We're not trained. So they do know men too. Come on, you don't boss to greed and take money who benefits from it. Please give for the guys to tell us more about this issue. That from Ruko. Well, maybe security reasons you guys have not been. I don't know. Oh no, we had one call. I think but yeah, I did have one call. Around this until they realize that they're there to carry on, bully people, they're there to protect. They will continue to respect each other. One has bullied another. What do you mean one has bullied another? Who has bullied who? All right. Nigerians are watching. So please, their inspectors, their POs, their sergeant, majors, and so on and so forth. It's to the eagle and to the flag. Nigerians like to have you drop egos.
Talk Radio 92.3.